So over the last few weeks, we've discussed quite a lot going on in the world of AI, which I've sort of accidentally fell into. What do I think is going to happen going forward with what I know now? Okay, so we've covered AI lawsuits, we've covered Wonder Studio that's able to take a single camera or phone footage and turn it into a fully rendered scene with CGI characters in. We've covered all sorts, the US copyright law. So what am I saying now? It's not going to be, oh, AI bad. No, I think the biggest danger here is business. Let me explain. AI art is getting better and better. We've all seen that. You know, you've got Midjourney now able to do hands. We've got animation, all sorts of stuff. Things are getting to a scary point now. I'm not overly worried about that. What I'm worried about is very close to patent trolls. These are people that will take something and they will patent something. Like, I know that there was a certain musician trying to patent a G minor chord, literally a chord. So nobody else would be able to use a G minor chord. It was sort of pointed out that they, didn't invent the G minor chord. It's been around for hundreds of years. But these are sort of people that will try to take anybody to court, effectively sort of blackmail them out of money to make them go away. This happens a lot in business. And I think it's going to start happening in art. Because this guy came with a wonderful idea. He says, okay, right, so if we use, just say, current version of ChatGPT, and we know that there's going to be some very important characters, their copyright's going to run out. You've got Mickey Mouse, you've got Superman, Batman in coming years, all going to end up in the public domain. But that's their initial version. That's quite different to a trademark. Elements of the character that you recognise today of Mickey Mouse, with the eyes he has now, not just solid black ovals like he used to be in Steamboat Willie, that is copyright. The ratio of the head circle and the ears, that's also a trademark. Everything about it, trademark. It's like the Winnie the Pooh film Blood and Honey, how they weren't allowed to put Winnie the Pooh in a yellow top because in the A.A. Milne book he's not wearing one and it's in black and white anyway. So that's a Disney trademark. Disney trademark everything, as does just about every film, TV company, music production company, anybody of any size. They trademark the hell out of everything. That's where they get you. So what do? You go, okay, Superman's going to be public domain. So you go to ChatGPT and you say, right, I want 10,000 script treatments a day, 6-page treatments for a potential film. And you feed it in every comic, maybe feed in stuff like the Twilight Zone, stuff like that, interesting scripts. And then you simply send them to Disney, or the Marvel arm of Disney, as spec scripts. Now, obviously, you start sending 10,000 a day, they're going to ignore you really fast. They don't have to take any notice of it. It means at some point, they're going to make something with Superman that's going to fit one of the scripts that you've made the treatment for. And you can go to court and say, well, Your Honour, I sent the treatment on the 5th of August 2024, and they're using my idea. Now, then you have proof that it arrived, you'll have proof of post if you know what you're doing, you have proof they received it. Yeah, I'm sure they've got big lawyers that would find a way around it, but a lot of smaller firms wouldn't be able to afford to do that. That's where the danger comes. It's like a couple of years ago, some scientists at MIT using the AI to generate every possible 2-bar riff, just the notes themselves, and put them on 2 hard drives so that if there was ever a copyright came up about a certain, say, guitar riff or piano riff or whatever, or vocal line, they could say, well, actually, it's on here and we've got the copyright to all these, but we're not enforcing it. It proves what can be done. With enough resources, you could come up with just about every possible permeable idea and then copyright it. That's quite scary. Because the only people that will be able to afford to do this or people who already have money and don't really need it. It's not going to be the working class people. It's not going to be people with no money. It's going to be the people who've already got it that want more. You know, the way it always works. That's what scares me. Doesn't really scare me about things getting easier. It's going to happen whether we like it or not. Would it be nice to be able to get some of the ideas out of my head and make big films? Yeah, of course it would. Doesn't mean they're going to be any good though. That's one of the drawbacks of the AI. By making it simpler, it will prove the people who have the talent, not just the stories, but how to portray it. How many Spielbergs are there out there that people don't know about? How many Tarantinos? We don't know. Maybe there's loads, maybe I'm wrong. But I have a feeling it's quite a small number. Because you don't need really expensive gear to make a short film. Been proved in the past. What you need is a good idea and a damn good eye. And that's still going to be the thing that at the moment AI can't handle. Anyway, that's been my opinion piece. I do them every now and again. They normally don't get a tremendous amount of views because it's just this blue-bearded bastard pontificating. So anyway, if you want to know about what the US Copyright Office has said about EIR, it'll be popping up there, and feel free to click on it. I'm Wayne Robson, this is Life After 3D. I'll see you all next time.